Okay, so let's see who we think has a chance of winning this. Of course, we're in Brazil. You and I have been over here for a couple of weeks, getting very excited towards the start of this year's World Cup. The host nation as well. They've got all the big superstars. And it's Brazil. Surely they're good enough to win it.
They are good enough to win it, there's no question. Isn't it exciting as well, being around this? You can feel this from the Brazilian fans. But I think that does crank up the pressure on the players. They kind of had that dress rehearsal last year with the Confederations Cup, and they performed very, very well. And they do have this amazing record of never having lost a competitive home game in any big tournament since 1975. I mean, 1975, that's unreal, isn't it? So whoever is going to beat Brazil, I think is going to win this World Cup.
Can you see that happening, though? Because, as you quite rightly said, you've got the backing of all the home fans. Plus, onto that, they've got some of the biggest names in world football. I just can't see anyone getting... If they produce the type of form that we know they can, and they have done in the last 12 months, I can't see anyone touching them.
Yeah, I think you're probably right. And Scolari knows his way around a World Cup. He was brought back. I mean, I think he just had a sort of failure as a club coach, and he's come back for the last year. He faced a torrent of criticism to begin with, but they won the Confederations Cup. They beat Spain in the final. You look around the team, I mean, Neymar's providing the magic. There's a bit of a European feel about the team. It's not the old samba style we were seeing back in 1970. I mean, you've got people like Paulinho, who's a wonderful midfield player, from Tottenham Hotspur there. Oscar to do some playmaking. Fred gets goals for them up front. The defence looks pretty good too. So,
and
what's not to like about them, do you think?
Well, I don't know. Even the haircuts. I was going to mention David Luiz. I mean, who I think plays...
And Dante as well, of course. Yeah, the old rock star hair.
Yeah, but I think David Luiz plays so much better bizarrely for his country than he ever does for the club.
Yeah, I mean, he's a fine player and a versatile player, and he's got Thiago Silva playing alongside him there at the back, and I don't think they're going to do an awful lot wrong.
Come on then, Brazil, are they good enough?
Yeah, they'd be my tip to win it. At home, because they're at home, in this atmosphere, in these conditions, they know the heat. Yeah, I think they'd be my tip.
Good stuff, Ian. Thanks for that. And of course, loads more coming up right here on EA Sports Radio.
EA Sports Talk Radio with Andy Goldstein and Ian Dark.
Now, an email has come into us here at EA Sports Radio, and it says, can you ask Ian, it's from Max Hutchinson, it says, can you ask Ian what his most memorable World Cup moment is?
This is aside from England winning the World Cup, I'm taking.
I'd have to ask Max. I don't know if he's English or not, but yes, of course. Maybe we should say one that you were around to see then.
Right, okay. Well, I was around to see England winning the World Cup, but I was very...
Man, you are old.
I was very, very small then, I can tell you. But the memory that sticks with me is 1998, France beating Brazil 3-0, all that kerfuffle going on about whether Ronaldo was going to play in the final. He did. He wasn't really there. France were brilliant. And then leaving Saint-Denis, Stade de France, on a metro train to go back into the centre. And it was packed like sardines. And suddenly the entire carriage, and I mean the entire carriage, broke out into